Alrighty, lads, you're with Budget Monk. Welcome to the update here of 290 years in game and over 100 hours. I think we're about 105 hours into this campaign. 1734, guys, and actually coming to an end, I must say. I think within the week we will complete this campaign. Can you believe it? One way or another. Whether it is epic success or epic fail. So, I guess the word on the street is that we are more powerful than the entire world combined. Coalitions are officially no longer a thing, which is fantastic. This is Roman Western Europe after full annexing Spain here. The name has updated from previously being located here. Yes, I'm not kidding. Roman Western, mind you. Europe was out here, but looking a little bit more fancy, I suppose. We have actually integrated Russia and Mexico as well as other tags as well since the previous update. Officially finished in terms of the world conquest, or at least, or the one tag on the new world, Roman Amazonia, looking nice. Otherwise, Europe consists of one tag, Great Britain. Africa consists of one independent tag here, whose name I struggle to pronounce. And it all comes down to Asia. Maybe technically Oceania somewhere? I don't think so. I think we actually have all of Oceania, but it's obviously a pretty weird, low development, few province continent compared to the others. And wow, what a journey it's been. So in terms of religious stuff, guys, I mean, almost completed in the New World. You can see NT here, some Totemist. And the only reason these Catholic provinces exist is because of that. That's kind of a trend around the world. I've been trying to finish off the Christians because, like this, we have a 3 missionary strength policy versus Christians. Heretics are Christians, of course, because we're Christian. But this is costing me 1 admin point per month. Now, I can actually abandon this. It's been 20 years since I applied it. And that will save me on the Diplo point per month, which is great. I'm going to do that actually at the beginning of the next session. And then you can reapply it at any time. So hopefully once we've converted all of the Christians, and that's why we're using it, right, guys? Because I have like 22.5 strength versus Christian, something like that, and that extra bonus, it does make, it moves these to 5. So it's pretty significant. We're doing 18 per month ourselves, or even more, actually, because we have a 10-year window here of 1 missionary strength, which is great. 9-year window remaining. Very important. But yeah, we're going to be abandoning this once all the Christians are eradicated. So the last Christian nation that I believe exists is actually Great Britain. 2 years' time, we'll full annex him, convert his land, abandon that, and then we will be ready by 1740 to apply the annexation cost reduction again and kick this one. Now, we actually lack admin, as you can see. I still have this mission here, 300 admin, which is fantastic. And it's not that we lack admin, it's that we've been spending it. We finally have locked in humanist ideas after unlocking the most recent technology. And of course, humanist is 10 separatism here, which is so valuable because you cannot convert provinces that have separatism to your culture. And of course, when you annex a province, it has 30 years of separatism. Well, that's 10 years reduction right there. But also, if you look at offensive, there's a policy there for 1 unrest 5 separatism. So we're looking to complete this entire thing whilst our golden era is active, which is active for another 35 years. We're also hoping to actually core up the entire world, not just provinces which give us overextension, but all of the other provinces which do not give us overextension as well, whilst we have the 10% reduction from golden era. So we're really trying to push our admin points hard, and the good news is that we have found opportunities to actually core up with our admin because we've had, a surplus. But now that we're taking humanist, that's not the case. So a lot of this stuff has been cored, and therefore it's been converted to Roman culture as well because we've been in possession of that for quite some time, so the separatism isn't there. We will also be abandoning an expansion to generate 280 admin points once we've colonized the entire world. And at this stage, we basically just recall them once they've established one and send them back out. I think about 5 years or so, we will have colonized the entire world. This one here is actually a kind of exclave or enclave there. It's isolated. But the approach that I'm going to do is I'm going to have this finish, which is almost done, hand it to Kazambi, full annex this guy, and then we can hand all of the provinces to Kazambi. He should be able to take care of that. But once we full annex him, I can actually put a colonist here, which is adjacent to my province, because we have unrestricted coring range. So I can basically colonize anything, inland or whatever, and then I will hand off this overextension when the colonist has already been sent there. So that will be the final colony. We abandon that. We get 280 to put into this, as well as the 300 from missions. That helps us. We've been focusing on admin the entire time. This is going to go to 16 when I abandon this guy here and switch it out. So pretty good generation. You can see the next heir is going to 16 admin per month as well with the focus. Hopefully that's good enough to actually help us out. But there's more than that, though. That will free up this idea slot, which is then going to go to aristocratic. So we're so dominant, guys, that even nations like Ming now, it's just a process actually destroying them. We could afford to actually fall behind in technology, and we would still obviously beat them. So what I'm going to begin doing now that we've killed all the natives, we kill the natives because these colonists equate to free culture conversions, which is not that important because these provinces didn't begin in the beginning of the game, so you actually get an 80% reduced cost there in the primitive regions, but they're free religious conversions, these colonies. So killing the natives was really important. We went around killing the natives in every single province, which is quite taxing on the military points. But the next move is to switch that out for aristocratic. So if you look at aristocratic's policies, we get 1 unrest and 1 missionary strength from completing aristocratic. Now notice, of course, humanist gives us 2 unrest, and the policy with offensive does 1 unrest. So that's actually going to be 4 unrest, guys. Pretty good to slam down for like the finale of the game, because you can see here, even being at a 166 overextension, we're quite stable. We have like the most ultimate kind of stability game. It's crazy here. You can see the military hegemon trading on wine, positive stability, which that's another thing I need to do with my admin, by the way, because it gives us 0.5 missionary strength. But I'm going to do that as a finale, basically, once we've cored the entire world. Yeah, you can see all the modifiers. The German Confederation is our German tradition. We've got this thing here, the Austrian government type, just really, really stable. And rebels, of course, cause separatism when they occupy provinces, which prevents you from culture converting. Something that we really, really need to dodge. So that unrest is good. But moreover, aristocratic gives us diplomat. And there's a policy which gives us a diplomat, as you can see, with diplomatic ideas. So that generates 2 diplomats. Now those diplomats are really important because you cannot... So when you integrate a subject, it gives you a penalty of relations with other subjects, and we're dealing with the hegemon. You can see negative 100 relations. So there's not much negative relations we can actually endure. You can see I've got improved relations 197, but even with the influence, I believe, maybe I didn't influence them. We might have influenced another. Anyway, this relation is maxed out, you can see, improved relations, and we're not at 190. So if we lost 25 or 50 relations or 75 relations, 25 per each time you integrate a subject, we would actually be unable to get the 190 to annex them, even if we gave them a gift or influenced them. So what's important is that we annex our subjects all simultaneously. So that means we cannot annex more subjects than we have diplomats. And realistically, we need to have 1 spare, at least 1 spare, to be able to declare war and so on as well. So those 2 diplomats are going to be really, really useful because it's going to allow me to full annex and release other nations like Japan to actually complete this world conquest faster. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm hoping to do Yarkand as well. But Yarkand requires this technology because he's actually too big. So yeah, we really need our admin points, basically. Otherwise, Africa's looking incredibly Hussite here, guys. There's some in here, as you can see, which has been converted one at a time. Mali is going to completely convert this. Christian provinces convert pretty quickly. We've got to deal with that. We've actually been resorting to stating up Sunni provinces and applying the edict here, and then unstating the province once we've converted everything to our religion. Sunni provinces have -2 conversion strength, so they're the priority. But if we go ahead and look at the religious religions, there is about 3,000 something, low 3,000s of provinces in the entire game. So we have over 2/3 of the entire world converted to Hussite. Pretty good. And that 144 Sunni provinces is, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good because it's not that big. I feel a little bit more comfortable in terms of the religious games than other attempts that I've done. I feel like we're going to be okay. And yeah, less than 100 years remaining in the game, guys. It's really coming down to it. I'm hoping to get the pre-1750 world conquest. Let's go ahead and look at the culture here. Getting really, really big. This has to go all the way, of course. We also have a lot of culture conversions being done, particularly the high end and the low end. Where we have a window here, we're going to throw down a lot of conversions and then annex our subjects in about 10 years and then switch back to finishing off the conversions. But pretty stoked overall, guys. I could rant for hours, guys, about some of the tactics. What is it like actually being overextended like this? What are some of the strategies and protocols that we're employing? We don't want rebels to cause separatism in provinces like this, so higher dev provinces, I actually have sort of, we do not stray very far at all from the highest provinces in the world, the highest development provinces which we have taken recently. I make sure to, you can see I'm moving right back. We cannot have any rebel spawn and actually cause the separatism issue there. The bug spooky separatism, which have ruined my other games, has actually been the only commonality that we can find between the bugged out provinces is that they were once occupied by rebels. So particularly in the larger provinces, which take a long time to culture convert, I'm just ensuring that no rebels ever occupy the province, and that even if that means AFKing half of my army here on high dev provinces around the world, as we get nearer and nearer to the end of the game, we need fewer and fewer troops, right? So as the new world becomes completely 100% owned, we can have fewer and fewer troops in South America and North America. You can see as I slowly move these troops away. So in this case, you can see these are totemist, they're mad, and we have quite some armies around. But we can spread these to other theaters. And yeah, let me just say, guys, that I think within a week we'll actually have this done one way or another. And hopefully we can move on to some sort of more entertaining instead of late game tedious campaigns. It would be really cool if I put out like the rally cry and you guys come show your support. I'd appreciate that. In the finale, that's provided that we're going to be successful. And we might just achieve something that has never been achieved before, as far as I know, at least under the same conditions. But that's it for this update. I hope that's sufficient. I will leave you with this, guys. If we go to just any old tab and look at the tags, you can see how few tags there actually are remaining in the game. And as the vast majority of wars are full annexation wars, where we kill at least one tag, we're going to find fairly soon that there's not even enough independent nations to fit on the Great Power list. That's how it goes. And yeah, if you guys want to see the real nitty-gritty of how this actually, pans out, I'll warn you right now that it's slow. But you'll have to tune in and catch me live. I hope you enjoyed this video, this update video. And I hope to see you there live or in the next one. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching.